Hey everyone, my name is Jeremy. Today I want to talk about this digital thermometer that was sent over to me by Ceron. This is a digital thermometer that you would use for cooking meats like grilling and stuff, which I personally do all the time. So this is going to come in super handy. I've used it a couple of times, so let's talk about some of the features. So one of the things that I like about this is the way that it turns on. As you can see, if I push any of these three buttons, nothing happens. The way to turn it on is to pull the little probe out like that. There you can see it clicks on. It is 74.3 degrees in this room. And then you push it closed and it turns off. And it has a little notch here that it clicks into like that to keep it secure. So I like that because if it's, in a drawer or something where other utensils are, I know it's not going to be accidentally turned on and kill the battery. So it is nice that the only way it turns on is if you pull this out. On the top here, you have your cooking levels for meat, which I find super handy. If somebody's just getting started grilling or cooking or anything like that, these numbers are going to come in handy to know and to have available. So when you're cooking stuff, you know what temperature you want it to be at. It does have a light in the background that you can illuminate with this light button here. In the middle, you have a hold temperature, so you can press and hold and it will maintain the temperature that is on there, as well as a Celsius Fahrenheit switch, which I can press there. Now it's reading in Celsius and back to Fahrenheit. Using this button, if you can see there, you can also calibrate the thermometer. Typically how I do it, and a lot of restaurants do it, is with a cup of ice water. Reads around 32 degrees. So if you're around 32 degrees in the ice water, you let it sit for, 10 minutes or so. If you're around 32 degrees, you're probably okay. If you're, let's say, 42 degrees, you're gonna need to recalibrate it using this button. So it is nice that you can easily recalibrate it with just the press of a button whenever you need to. Okay, so I'm making fish sticks here, and I just pulled this one out of the air fryer. So I know that looking at this, if you see right here, fish, I'm looking for 145 degrees. So let's check it. That's plenty warm enough. Like I said, it just came out of the air fryer, so I know here based on this that I am good to go. Actually, based on this, I'll probably let it cool off a little bit before I eat it, but I'm good to go. I can even illuminate the light there, and so I know based on this, I'm well above the recommended temperature for fish, so this is safe to eat. So like I said, I've used this a couple of times and I actually really like it. The probe here is a lot smaller than some thermometers out there, so I find that a lot easier to press into the meat itself. It's not as much of a fight to get it in to go into the thickest part of the meat. And the temperature straight out of the box was very accurate, so that was really cool. Of course, when you're cooking things like chicken, you want to make sure that your chicken is at the correct temperature. So I find this super handy. I'm going to keep it around my grill so that I can always have it ready. So it's definitely something that I would recommend.